Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to dive into Bitcoin. We've got a CoinsKid crew. So right now, Bitcoin's getting a bullish divergence on the hourly time frame. This is something I was anticipating. Yesterday I was with a friend again. I was helping him get set up, and we were looking at this particular pattern. This is called a symmetrical triangle, okay? A very sort of tightening range, basically a symmetrical triangle, which is a consolidation pattern. It's a 50-50 break up, break down pattern. It can actually go out either way. It's a very neutral pattern, but what you always want to look for is any divergence in this pattern. So what we was doing here, which was telling me, look, we're going to get really close to the apex, a good opportunity to go short and meet the technical target of the horizontal. And the horizontal target is from the first point of contact all the way down to the bottom. And you can see when it broke down, look at that, from the loss of a low there, came all the way down and TP'd on my point down there, because I was actually in a short at this point. And this is intraday trading, 5-minute trading, whatever. We was watching this last night and we traded this together. It was an absolute beautiful trade, okay? But I said to my friend, look, what we've got is a bearish divergence here. So this, because he was biased that we were going to go up, we was like discussing what we think is going to happen, and I said, well, I'm looking at this is a symmetrical triangle. It can go either way, obviously, but what I'm looking at is a bearish divergence towards the apex, and what we've got is a series of higher highs here on the hourly time frame. If you look at this series of higher highs, but the price action is making lower highs, so that's basically called a hidden bearish divergence. So I was saying, I'm a little bit more drawn towards the fact that I think we're going to break down here, and if we do, we'll meet the technical target, and with that, we'll make a lower low on the price action, but I think we'll make a higher low on the RSI, which will create a bullish divergence. And lo and behold, look at that, absolutely played out like a boss, that trend line. Look at that, beautiful. But anyway, this is why at this point I went short, came all the way back down, TP'd on the technical target, and right now we're getting the bullish divergence coming back in. So technically this correction could actually be over, because it's a very similar scenario that we went to over here, and this is something I was outlining to him as well as we were looking at this particular pattern. What we've got here on this correction here is a low and a lower low, but on the RSI we've actually got something called a hidden bullish divergence, where we've got a low and a higher low. So it's pretty much playing out as it is in that leg there where that absolutely pumped. Okay, so if it is, and all we've done, and it is a big if obviously, but it's something I'm anticipating right now, that if we have just retraced to this trend line and this low, then we're looking at an impulsive move here up to this red line. And this is something I said to you, for many days right now. A retest of this red level of resistance is a very tradable event from these lows, because if you're building positions down here, okay, with your stop loss right now on that low, I think you're looking at a beautiful little trade over the next few days up to that red line, okay? And then there's an inverse correlation with Bitcoin, with the DXY, where it's looking like it wants to come back down to the 20. If this thing breaks, we're looking at a 20-week EMA retest, and that's that 30% long opportunity that I've been giving you for the past couple of weeks, when we was way down there, when everyone was thinking we're going to go to 10k. So it's just riding the waves basically, and this is something I teach in the channel. So I always try and find opportunity for you. So just there on that leg, bullish divergence broke out, bullish divergence potentially right now if the low's in, and this is the low. Personally, put some bids in down here. I personally have. I've closed my little short, because you can be long from down here, but you can open little shorts and intra trades, riding the waves on the 5 minutes and 15 minutes like I've taught you. But right now I rode a little short down there, TP'd at that point, and loading some longs up down here, to come back up to this red line, because like I said to you yesterday, from this sort of area, if you load these longs right now, you could be looking at a beautiful 7 to 6% ride up to retest that resistance. So if we go for a very, very similar leg right now, okay, of this leg here, let me copy it. So we put in this bullish divergence, making this low, and then we came up like that for Bitcoin. So if we are sort of mirroring it right now, we're sort of consolidating down here, coiling up, and then we get the breakout. You can see how we're on that red line by tomorrow morning, okay, well tomorrow afternoon 6 o'clock, if we go for a very similar impulsive move like that, and then potentially what we've got is just a massive ascending triangle. Can you see the big ascending triangle? So it's coiling up. When you're constantly holding this level of support, you've got this primary level of resistance, you break that, boom, you're in a technical target to the upside. And with that, I do think you're potentially breaking out of a falling wedge. You've got your follow through, you're on a weekly 20, and your Bitcoin is breaking out, and then the DXY is going to come down to its 20, and that's it. You're confirming your bottom right there. So this is a major key test. I'm not just seeing on Bitcoin, I'm seeing on so many altcoins, and I've been posting these trades all over Twitter all weekend for you, okay? So this is why you got to follow me on Twitter. Check this tweet out that I did yesterday. So I can't make 100 videos every day, but I do post a lot of content on Twitter. This is why you got to follow me, because this was a fantastic trade. Again, ascending triangle, price compression leading to expansion just there. Like I said to people yesterday, quant 4 hour ascending triangle, very tradable on Bybit, fantastic sign up bonus and all that. that. This was very warmly received. Got a lot of comments on this, you know, thank you, and some negative and some positive. There was one guy that was counter trading it. Obviously, this is an opportunity. If it did go sour, then you use a stop and things like that. But it did go against this particular trade that this guy did reply to me. But anyway, that's a different story. But this was a fantastic trade, you know. So let's take a look at what Quant did. Well, you can see here, this is where I was telling people, you know, Quant 4-hour ascending triangle, ran about there, wasn't it? And come up to a technical target. And this is where it's currently finding a bit of resistance. That was a 13% opportunity in a day. Okay, so these are the things that I do post on Twitter, you know, not just on Quant and Bitcoin and, you know, all these other coins. I'm trying to keep people updated with as best as I can with any breakout targets, long or short, that I find for Bitcoin. Okay, so right now, looking at Bitcoin, if we get this leg right now and we start to come up, you know, it's going to be a fantastic trade from here right now with a stop loss on this low. Let me zoom in for you and tell you exactly what that stop is right now for Bitcoin. So if you're not already involved in Bitcoin, a really good trade right now would be to just build some longs with your stops down there at 19256, because that's the low of a potential 5-wave impulsive move down, okay, or a corrective wave down, and you've put in the bullish divergence. So right now you're forming a little ascending triangle. You're looking to break out and break this resistance. I think if you do that, you're going to start to put in a leg like that up to that red line up here, okay. So that would be a level of resistance up there, which is that high, the technical target of ascending triangle, where I would actually look to TP at that point, and that is around about $20,600. So from here right now, if this plays out from these lows and we do continue, you are looking at a minimal 5.59% trade from these lows with your stop loss down here for Bitcoin, okay. I hope it all works out for you, okay. Again, I've not got a crystal ball, but I always try and identify the moves and the ways for you. All of this is tradable, you know, on Bybit and BitGet. Is make money in all this chop. Okay, regardless of bull or bear, going up or down, it doesn't matter. There's always opportunity in these waves that I show you, okay? Here was a fantastic short all the way back down to the trend line. Take profit at that point and then, you know, close it and open a long back up and ride the waves. Do you understand that? Thank you for your support. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye-bye.